Hi, everybody. I messed up. I have, started this game under the assumption that I was being watched. But it appears as though I forgot to actually start the stream. This is Slay the Princess. Hope you don't mind. This is my first time playing it, and I have just decided to go and get the blade from upstairs because I am a little worried about this princess. She seems a little not very nice. Yeah, you know, I'm not generally one much for violence, and I didn't intend to actually hurt anyone, but at the same time, this seems like a pretty dodgy situation. Pink Sheep, hello!
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here.
Yeah, she didn't seem like she could actually, like, break out or anything.
I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
Why do I have to
Rush
hurry?
To the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs.
Pink Sheep, I missed you too. I'm sorry that I wasn't streaming more often. It's just that, you know, I've been busy with stuff. I've been doing a lot of work shifts on Sundays, so I just didn't have a whole lot of time to stream. Maybe I should stream more often.
Where the
like,
princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm.
Wow, cut off her own arm.
Flesh still chained to the wall, and she is nowhere to be seen.
You know what? Respect for the conviction lady, but
is it just me, or did this room get a lot bigger?
Well, that sucks. She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down. No, let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
Is she up?
Where is she?
Can I look up? Yeah, let's close the door behind me.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open.
Pink Sheep says, I saw this game, don't help her. Yeah, I'm starting to get that vibe from the whole situation. Uh-huh. Come on out. Let's just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Alright.
You do your best, but eventually... Come on, wake up.
Fine.
You step
Let's
into
venture into the shadows.
Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor.
Oh, that sucks.
The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip.
Damn, lady. Wow.
It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
Damn.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
What exactly do you mean by
Everything
fear?
goes dark, and you die.
Huh. Well, that was,
You're on a path in the woods.
that was a
And
little
at the end of that path is a cabin.
disappointing.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Yeah, let's just save this real quick, huh? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I, would much rather get some fucking
If he
details.
doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay
A
the
time loop, eh,
princess.
Pink Sheep? Good to know. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally
We could
just
go
happened.
back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say... If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and yet you still died.
I mean, we're given no
So,
information.
Great. Congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, two things about that. I only asked that because it was the only thing I could do besides keep going. And two, if my actions last time had consequences, they mean that I am presently cursed by those consequences. If you go against him, he gets angry. Yeah, no kidding. I am getting that. But I don't trust the narrator, and I don't trust the princess. Voice of the hero seems like a pretty solid dude, but I'm betting he's got his own agenda as well.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you...
Oh, yeah, if I'm in a different world
If it's the
entirely,
latter, what do you
maybe
think
the circumstances are
happened after
different.
you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? All the more reason to keep our wits about us, should we even return to the cabin.
Voice of the
You'd find
hunted.
it safely to
Oh,
hold
hey, new
somewhere
guy.
Instead, you have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which
Pink Sheep
you're
says the narrator
always
is
going to be
evil.
a part
Good to
of,
know.
even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility here.
All right, let's talk
Just
about this
be quick
princess.
about it.
She killed me by ripping me to pieces. Don't get me wrong, it sucked. But how can someone like that end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying
Zach Grace is
true,
talking
and
about being stuck in a
despite it
time
all,
loop.
You're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this
People
place?
locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Buddy, you are being so cagey. The people locked her away. Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I don't believe you.
I didn't know we were special.
We are not.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Special can mean all sorts of things. Don't let it make you careless. We need clear.
So do I get a
thoughts
new
and
voice every time I
ideas.
die? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
I don't. Also, being special is stupid. Nobody is
You're afraid,
special
aren't you?
like that.
Just like us. Of course I'm afraid. Fear is an extremely normal thing to feel when the fate of the entire world is at stake. But that's not the only thing you're afraid of. You're scared of something worse. Stop projecting your neuroses onto me and just get to the cabin already.
Fine.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I would love some more details. I would
A warning.
adore
Before
some
you
more
go,
details.
She will lie. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Oh, that's fun.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
I mean, if she tells us stuff, we're going to hear that.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
I am taking this seriously. I am being very serial about this whole situation. Now then.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls.
Pink Sheep says she's evil too. Yeah, I gathered that when she broke her own arm out of the chains in order to rip me open and kill me. I mean, I get it, you know, I was about to kill her, but at the same time, she was sinister long before
that. The blade is your implement.
Oh. Oh no.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Well, that is concerning.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin
goodness.
wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone.
Well, let's grab the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
So, this whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. I wonder why. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Alright. Well, you have fun. Can't wait for her to talk about how she killed me last time.
The door to the basement.
Of course, if she does that, then I definitely don't trust. Oh, this is very different. This is a very different place.
It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Oh, this is a big change, isn't it?
Oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
So even though the situation is totally different, if the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. That remains unchanged.
She growls up the stairs.
So you say you're a beast, that's why she killed you. I guess I can see that.
You.
Except that that doesn't sound like something that somebody would say to a beast.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit.
Well, that's new.
The walls are obscured by
Doesn't look very
impenetrable
princessly.
darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants.
Now, of course, the problem is that, given that this is a totally different situation, there's a good chance that killing the princess might not be the right choice this time around. Then again, she did lead with, "I can smell you," and I don't feel as though I'm inclined to give her the benefit of the doubt.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from
But at
view.
the same time,
She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away.
That's not a princess.
Dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
no, she isn't.
She's certainly not just a princess.
And she never was.
You're not.
I think she says she's got the rabies.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
Well, I do feel good having
Her
this knife in my
shining eyes
hands.
appear between the leaves,
Oh,
staring
hello.
hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling.
Uh-huh.
You're right to be terrified.
I'm not, actually.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Interesting.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
I could say, don't you hear that clinking? She's in chains again. We're fine. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. We don't have to kill each other. You know that, right? Or, probably best to move. I'm just gonna get out of here.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Goodness gravy, you look
Before
different.
you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
Something tells me that attempting to negotiate will not be fruitful.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
Ah, see, she remembers.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit, what do we do?
Chillax, my guy. We're all good. We just gotta stay calm. The Big Sheep says, "Ew, I'm a barf." Let's say... why not? Let's do what do you want? No, that's too scared. That's too scared of a question. And I don't want to... I could try and lie to her with this. I don't know. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left? Or I could say stop hiding and show yourself. Or I could say I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that that's true. No, I don't think that negotiation is really a good idea. I think I just gotta keep moving.
She's right there. We have to wait for an opening. That's fair. She'll kill us if we try and run past her.
Fine. Jesus. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
Damn. Guess I'm gonna have
At
to
least
kill you
she's
then.
upfront about her intentions.
Well, I was sent to kill you. No, stop hiding and show yourself.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She
Okay.
knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to. She's coiling for another strike. B, we're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
Thank you,
It
Voice of
doesn't
the
matter
Hunted.
if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills
I'm
us,
with the Voice of the
we need
Hunted
to take
all
back
all the
momentum. We
way.
need to do
Voice of the
something.
Hunted knows what he's doing. Huh. I wonder what survive means, but I like wait for her to strike and hit her back.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
Pink Sheep says the one woman who actually is easy to tell what she wants.
As the princess lunges from the shadows,
Hell
once more,
yeah.
tightening the blade and
Made the right call.
It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. Your
Thank you,
sense
Voice of the
sprawling,
Hero.
and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
That's cool, you know? She took a little bit of damage, I took a little
Look
bit
at
of
that.
damage. We're
We
even.
wounded, she wounded us. Bad trade.
We're even, Steven.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
Lady, you,
She rears back, then leaps at you,
Ooh,
more
okay.
forceful, more ferocious.
never mind, no
more
talking,
serious.
just fighting.
The scuffle is brief.
I was
Until you
hoping
inflict a
for
few
some more
deep wounds,
talking,
you find
but I
yourself
guess that's not
quickly
an option.
overwhelmed by her savagery.
Oh, am I gonna die again?
She
Come
wastes
on.
no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of
I feel
claws
like
and
I
blood,
did everything
your
right there.
nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine
A nest of
severed,
intestines?
blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor. The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was.
I really tried this
Do
time.
better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Devour me, huh?
We're not dead, but you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, my knife had blood on it. Cute. Chapter 3, The Den.
You're on a path in the wood. Yeah, we are.
Ooh, voice of the stubborn.
Time we're not
Hey,
gonna
guy.
run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
Oh, I like this guy.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have.
Pink Shoe says, damn, she's kinky.
What could have done that would have saved us from her hunger. When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to
I
show
tried
them
that,
your
my guy.
authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
I put my all into
So
that. I
you've
put my
been
whole
here
pussy into
before.
there.
That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Uh-oh, you knew about the time
Oh,
loops?
shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
Hell yeah,
And
voice
how
of
do
the
you
stubborn.
intend to
I
do
like
that?
this guy.
We're
I like this
going
guy a
to
lot.
fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows. Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation.
Thank you,
go,
hero.
are we?
Thank you. Keep at it, my guy.
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care.
Okay,
She's killed us
Stubborn, I'd
twice
like to
now,
know
and that's
about
enough
the
of
narrator a
reason
little
for us
bit.
to want her dead.
Yeah, not wrong, but okay, what's the plan?
Like I said, we're going to fight her.
I would like some more
We're
details.
so small.
We are
don't
not-
actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop. That's all we need to put her on the defensive.
Alright, guy, chillax. This path is different than it was
Ground
before.
is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt.
I like that, but at the same time, we need to be mindful of the fact that the situation is different now than it was.
That's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin.
So you do,
Though,
in
as
fact,
evidenced by you
talk
dying
about this.
Twice.
Oh,
it's
oh,
safe to
twice.
assume the
Come on,
fates of
dude.
The worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much.
Eat shit, dude. I tried. I
Consider
tried to
this
kill her.
your last opportunity to make things right. For you and for the rest of existence. But especially for you. We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
I want answers. What is going on here? What do you know that you're not
I've
telling me?
told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage.
Shut the hell up and tell me more.
If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
Yeah, I'd rather not die again, and I feel like if I know more, I won't die. Ugh. Ugh. What if we just leave? What
Yeah,
happens then?
She was still there last time. I'm not so sure she can free herself without our help. Maybe
Thank
not
you,
quickly,
hero.
But it's inevitable. That cabin won't last forever.
What do you mean it won't last forever? Fine, whatever.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated
Oh.
confrontation awaits.
Hello.
You know what to do.
That's different. Big old
We've
canopy
already
where
been over
there
the
wasn't one
plan.
before.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
Thank you,
It's a
hero.
better plan than you had
Voice of
last
reason
time.
here.
I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing.
Thank you, Hunted.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump. A pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one. Great. That mirror's back. And it's where the door is supposed to be. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
Okay.
That mirror's blocking our way. Just smash it and be done with it.
Well,
Yes,
let's grab the
take
blade.
steel claw.
The steel claw. What?
You pull the blade from the stump.
Why are you
grip
calling it that?
tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. One step closer to ending this. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement.
Oh, okay, fine. Whatever.
You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else.
Somewhere
It,
else.
if
Okay.
there even
I'd
is
love some more
it, is a
details.
hallucination.
I would
Like you
love
said,
some more
you've been here twice
details.
before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It went away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm? You
Let's
reach
do it.
forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement.
Goodbye.
See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own.
Ah, you use the other senses to back it up. Is that what you're saying, Hunted? I like
You
it.
step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. As you
You
crawl
keep saying
forward
that.
on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
For sure, for sure. Say nothing and silently proceed down the quote-unquote stairs.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole.
Because see, while I would
There
like to
is
see
no
as much
light
content
there,
as possible,
save for what
I've got to
little
play my
star
own
has
mind
managed to
games
filter down
here
the tunnel.
if I want to try and stay
Though you
one step
can't
ahead of
see
the
the
princess.
vastness of the
I doubt
space,
it'll work, but,
you can feel it.
you know,
You're
it'll give me peace of
exposed.
mind. It'll let me know that I've done everything I possibly could
Doesn't matter if we can't
to
see
try
down
and
here. We
to
know
try
where
and
she is.
get one over on her. Let's step into the shadows, ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement.
Come on, where are
There,
you?
she's about to strike.
Thank you, Hunted.
With the near
Whoa,
silence of a
mama!
determined predator,
Okay,
the
she looks
princess
different.
erupts from the shadows. Quick to act, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
We gotta press that advantage right now.
See, I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove
Oh,
to her
she's
that
got
she
more
can
limbs
lead
now.
too. She'll doubt her every move now. But you don't have before she lunges again, re-engaging with even more ferocity than before. But that voice in your head wasn't wrong. Within that ferocity, there is also hesitation.
Not much, but enough.
But enough. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs.
Learned my lesson quick,
Steel.
didn't I?
In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your heart.
I'm gonna get overconfident, aren't I? Successfully take the fight to the creature in its den. Ooh.
And
But he doesn't respond. Eyes glance at you from the untextured threads of a world unraveled. Am I free? They ask. What? 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 But you do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we
I think she
try
says,
and
I think
find
every
her?
time you die, it time skips. Yeah, I don't think I died there.
Is that mirror again? Why is it here? Why now?
It's getting loud. The background is getting loud, isn't it? The narrator is gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here. The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Alright, chillax, guys. Let's approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Why not? The mirror never scared you
It's
before.
different now. It feels, I don't know, final. That thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
There's nothing else I can really do in this situation. I kind of have to approach the mirror. Yeah, see? You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Yeah, you said that already.
Thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need
You
to
just
find
said
the
all of
princess.
this. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Oh, my reflection, huh? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Cat! I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. It's you. It's you. Cat! I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Oh. Okay. You are at the cabin. That's not a cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
I don't feel any of those. I'm mostly extremely confused. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
That didn't explain anything. That didn't answer my goddamn question. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
Okay. More
We are
explanation would be really
reduced to
appreciated.
shallow creeks.
That's not anything. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Oh, Pink Sheep says I'm scared. I need a hug.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Why, though?
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring
What do you
me
mean she's a
your
creature of
perspectives,
perception?
so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
I see. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay, and what will any of this accomplish? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Alright, let me rephrase this. The narrator said at the start that there would be no more people. Is that still going to be true? Because I would like for there to still be people. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we...
Oh, dang it. I gotta stop clicking the right mouse button. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Makes it hard to slay the princess. But alright, let's try this again, huh?
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Whoop whoop. Bring the den to her. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
The real Slay the Princess starts here. You'll know when you see it.
A cabin.
Cool.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Well, I need to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. You guys, rest well and await my return. And we're back. All right. Boop. So, my read of the situation as it presently stands is as follows. I believe that what this is these princesses are, the princess is adapting herself to my interactions with her. And every time one of us gets killed, that is a new aspect of the interaction. As a result, every time I do something different with her, that's going to be a different aspect of her that I find. And if I find all the aspects and reunite them with her main self, then something will happen. I'm not quite sure. But, you know, I've just got to do something different every time. So this time, I'm going to just march straight ahead, not say anything, not do anything, just grab the knife, kill her, and see how that works.
You're here to slay her.
You can skip previously seen dialogues by hitting Tab or RI on your controller. Oh, R1 on your controller. Cool. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, cute. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
I don't
It's
believe
a special
you.
reward, just for you. And whatever.
Ha 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 ha. I don't believe you at all. But I've always wanted to offer Monarch.
That's
Viva
the
la
spirit.
revolucion.
You make your way up. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Proceed. Hey, welcome back, Pink Sheep. That was a fast shower. Holy moly.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
See, now this
The air
cabin is
stale and
mostly the
musty,
same.
and the
It's
floor
very
and walls
basic
are
now.
painted in a fine layer. The blade is.
Yep, let's grab
You
the
take
blade
the blade from the table.
and let's head on down.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds
Oh.
dangerous. It's almost as
Oh,
if
she's
the one in
different.
charge down
I
here.
wonder if she's different because she knows I have the blade now.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Pink Sheep says, I'm excited to watch you live. Well, thank you. Well, let's keep on going.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so
Is she still
coldly
yapping?
beautiful. Is she really a threat to
Coldly
the world?
beautiful. You did not say that earlier.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yep. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I mean, yeah. I've already killed you once before, so might as well do it now. Do
You
it again.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh.
Wow.
This is it, isn't it?
That was fast.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh man, was it not? Oh, that sucks. I guess I'll have to try again.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Well, because she
But it's
is,
over,
after
isn't
a sense.
She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over?
And Pink Sheep says, nah, bitch, I got a
Really
gun.
over?
Pow! Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
Why do you think I'm worked up?
We
You
should
sound
make
like you're the
sure.
one who's worked up.
What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Remove the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Oh, goodness.
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Ooh.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Dang, where'd you get that, girl?
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort.
Okay, so you just straight up lied to me, narrator. You said that she was dead and she was not
An
infected.
eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Pink Sheep says, I don't have a problem with how much I drink. You have a problem with how much I
See
drink.
your bond.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
I didn't hesitate.
It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, I guess we're doing this again. The razor. I would love to know where she got that
You're
weapon.
on a path in the you're here to.
But I already slew the princess. Sure, she killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here
I
again?
can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I wonder what other voices we're gonna get this
This
time.
whole thing's a crock of shit.
Ha!
She's
Voice
just
of the
going to
cheated.
pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
that's what you said last time.
exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job.
I was
You'll do
made
just
for this
fine.
job? What do you mean I was made for this job?
Those are two. We most, if, and I believe your other. When you had you failed.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
Pink Sheep was like, I like how it's like you die and then he denies you
At least you
dying.
know not to trust her, but
But you do realize that everything and everyone includes you.
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
That's the spirit. Just keep that.
Ugh, fine, whatever.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will...
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Alright, let's say this again. I
We know
don't
what to look
think it
out
matters,
for
but
this
you know,
time.
whatever.
Just stay focused.
Keep at it. Time to see how the razor plays out. At least the cabin looks about the same.
The
Oh,
interior
goodness.
of the cabin is a jagged mess of
Oh,
warped
that's
wood and
different.
broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table. The blade is your...
Alright. We're gonna grab the blade this time.
You take the blade.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Goodness gravy. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the base. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
And we wipe it
You
clean
reach
and
forward
good.
and rub.
There we go.
was a
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
I love how we get different lines of dialogue for every voice. Well, let's head on down. Interesting how different
The door
voices
to the
manifest
basement creaks
themselves.
open,
That is
revealing what
curious.
must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it.
Great, so she's
The
gonna be
smell
like
of
some
fresh
sort of weird
blood.
blade monster, huh?
You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slay...
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
Pink Sheep says, I think I'm a schizo. I hear voices telling me to kill a princess.
Anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh, that's a fun little
There's
vocal
something
effect.
so wrong with that voice.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Well, her
As
act
you
was very
descend
different
the
last
final
time.
step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder
Ooh,
if she remembers us.
she looks pretty hot this time. Not gonna lie.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
I mean, I'm more worried about what she's got behind her back there.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue
Now, what annoys me is
right?
that I'm probably going to have to get killed by her again in order to get to the point where I can actually recruit her. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Girl, you are keeping your hands conspicuously behind your back.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Honey.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Stop lying to me, narrator. Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her
Okay.
smile stretches
That's,
into an even
a
wider
little more
grin as she
reassuring.
shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Practically? We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Or I could say, look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both need to just let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we were both being honest with each other? I was just sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Or nobody has to die, or, okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. Or, yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. Or screw it, slay the princess. I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Yeah, but she does. I don't know how she can do it, but she is gonna do it.
So stop second-guessing yourself and do your... But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in...
Well, screw it. Let's just try it and see what she does in response, because she will kill us.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win.
Come on,
We just
Cheated.
have to strike now.
Don't be stupid,
Make
Cheated.
Sure you keep your
You
eyes
know
on those
that we're not
hands.
gonna win this
I
easily.
don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours. Hers at first, then yours.
Hehe.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red
in her
open
leg?
slit along the flesh of
Creepy.
her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Gross.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Thank you, Cheated.
You're going to die now.
Yeah.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch,
Yeah, that sucks.
she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Arms Race. Ooh, okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Fuck
that.
This
If we
doesn't
don't
look
have
like
to
the
keep
woods, does
doing
it?
this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? Yeah, I feel dizzy.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Cheater. Thanks, Cheated. The interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mass of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me, what just happened? What did you just do?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Oh, interesting.
The
Thank you,
circles get
Cheated.
Smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore.
Oh, hey. Welcome back, Hunted.
Good. It's better that way.
Welcome back,
Without
Stubborn.
a fight, no one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes, and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah. Impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Look, I think that ultimately I can only save the worlds that I can save. And if I fail to save other worlds, well, I mean, I tried. So, I'm not going to blame myself for that.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade We take it. Okay, sure. You take
Wow.
it before
All
it's
right.
telling you it's
Cheated
there.
ain't fucking around.
Difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as
Pink
you
Sheep
would,
says
but
I'm scared.
how are we
Don't be
supposed to
scared,
get
Pink
down
Sheep.
there?
It'll all be good.
Walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Hunted knows what he's talking about. You guys gotta
Let's
listen
just
to Hunted.
break it and move on. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Let's just fumble for the hand. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the base. And the mirror's gone. Surprising. It was
Thank you,
never
cheated.
there. Just an illusion. Let's just get to the... Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
So I'm betting that her whole body's just
Step forward
massive
until
blades
you
at this
don't
point,
get a
yeah?
chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh,
But
great.
don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Okay. I guess you're
She's
right.
got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down.
Pink Sheep
easy
says, I think
again.
we're a bird. I don't think that we look like a bird.
Pride makes us
We
dead.
look pretty
The only thing
humanoid
that
for a bird.
matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Oh, interesting perspective, cheated.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
And I do hate dying.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
I'm not sure that they did.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Good perspective, Hunted. I like that outlook.
Your internal bickering
Ooh.
is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat.
Goodness.
From the princess's
Oh, that's
arms
messed
erupt
up.
twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's
Oh, wow.
loose.
She's not
She's
bound at all,
coming
is she?
for you.
Oh, that sucks.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't, I mean, I've tried approaching you the last couple times and it didn't go so hot.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
No reason to appeal to her authority. Unconditional surrender won't work. Flirting with her at this point? So I could say we're going to fight her again and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. Or she wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Wait, kill ourselves? God, that's a stupid idea. Huh. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. That won't happen. That's not gonna work. That's definitely not gonna work. There's no way that she's gonna, there's no way that playing to her ego is gonna do anything. It's either fight her, which I don't think will go well, or kill ourselves. I'm gonna kill myself.
No, that's a terrible idea. A win's a win.
Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third?
A third is a third. It's bad.
Who cares?
Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Then you skewer yourself. Ow.
Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo! Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Voice of the Contrarian? Hello?
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right? You're on it. No, you're in it. Where the hell are you? I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
That is weird.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Oh boy, are
I
we
guess
gonna
don't
get
have
some
time to
sword
talk about
teeth?
things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any.
Do you mean
other
keep
voices
stabbing
chatting about it.
yourself?
It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
And here comes the
I'll
contrarian.
pass on that, as long as we keep moving. Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
I'll be honest, I don't hate the contrarian's ideas, man. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Come on, show me something new.
Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. Hey, honey. I love sword arms. Oh, okay. Alright, fair enough.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades.
Ooh, voice of the
There's
smitten,
nothing
hey.
better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. What's the point? It's all the same.
Oh, that doesn't help.
Skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Just panic. Flee.
Oh, voice of the paranoid? Oh, that
Skewers
sucks.
you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Yeah, I don't have a way
Doesn't
out of here.
matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Ooh, voice of the cold. That's a fun one.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
I somehow don't believe that. Also, she's getting more monstrous the more we do this.
Skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. None of this is working. Think. Think.
Ooh, voice of the skeptic. Okay.
Skewers you. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 4, Mutually Assured Destruction. Oh, this is gonna be really annoying,
Don't lose your head.
isn't
We're
it?
in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Oh, thank you, cheated.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is...
And I've already got the knife. Cool.
And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
No.
Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
I wonder if the broken and the cold get along. It sounds
Besides,
like they
what
have a
better
similar...
way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman.
I'm gonna be honest, I like the smitten a lot.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to
Ooh,
die?
voice of the paranoid. I think that's a new one.
Accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Thank you,
There are
opportunist.
entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is...
How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros.
Leave it to the
We'll
pros.
notch that win.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
We're gonna kill her so
Know
bad.
me? You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed
Oh,
the...
wait.
Sure.
Voice of the hero. It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to just grab the stairs or this room or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part in this. Yeah, screw you, guy. I don't need you
Don't
anyway.
care, just want to win.
Thank you, cheated.
Fine, you make your way to the basement.
Pink
where
Sheep
the
says, I
princess
think Cold and
awaits you.
Broken just complain and mope with each other. Yeah. I should play Disco Elysium after this. They also have a fun little inner monologue system. That'd be nice.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Sure, baby. Show me what you got.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
You gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Yeah, come on, dude.
Yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say I would like to hear.
Oh, this is fun. I love these voices.
Really?
They're fun.
Okay then.
Schizophrenia is fun.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin
Ooh.
bursts, splitting into
Ooh.
red beams of
All
red
right,
as it
lady.
stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering
Ooh.
against the walls. All that remains in
Damn.
the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Interesting.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
Gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
I love Smitten, man. I love him so
Yes.
much.
Behold, the perfect.
Smitten and Stubborn are both into this.
I think we can throw her out the window.
What window? There's no windows.
Painful.
Yes, it did cold.
How is she still alive?
Pink Sheep says the new thing is Knife Demon.
Heart's still beating. That's all she needs. This is
Is
fake.
it?
This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Paranoid. I would think that you of all people would not
She
be
doesn't
in
even
that
have
mood
a back
right now.
anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Chill out, Broken.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
All right,
Oh, okay, let's empty out my mind.
It's so quiet.
Oh, what? Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Ooh. Oh, you fool. You're already in my trap. You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Oh, and there are the hands again. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach toward the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Oh. Oh. Okay. Interesting. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight
I'm
answer?
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Okay.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
I don't believe that, but Alright. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection.
That tells me nothing.
Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now.
Oh, okay. Bye, Pink Sheep.
Inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Fair enough. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
Interesting.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I didn't think I would anyway. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. Well, I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Alright, this time, I'm not going to talk to her, but I'm going to try and free her.
Path, you're here.
Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way. A warning. She will. We're not going to go. Ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the blade.
Enter the basement.
The door to the base per voice.
Hello?
Is hypnotized. Don't let it fool.
And continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon. You walk down. I am begging you to.
Hi.
I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Can't wait for her to stab me in the back
They're
here.
large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if, I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here.
And please are met. I'll repeat myself once again. You
Try the door?
But it's locked from the outside.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. It's easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising
Whoa,
her arm to
okay,
her mouth,
all
her
right.
teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Alright.
As she rips her
All right,
flesh
lady.
from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clack. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way, or we could use it to free. You won't like.
Save the princess. This time we're saving her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Oh boy, we're gonna fight the narrator now, baby!
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Ooh,
What are you doing?
goodness, goodness. Well, there is a warn her option, so let's try that.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I don't really have a choice.
Body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Pink Sheep says, "I is back."
Stop it. Stop trying to resist
Welcome
me. I'm
back.
trying to get you out of here alive.
I can't... I mean, you've never taken control like this before, narrator. This is interesting.
The blade.
Let's keep trying to resist.
Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Something different.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's for her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, so what? Sometimes we doomed everyone, sometimes everyone's still alive. Ultimately, it doesn't matter because none of this is real.
Whatever.
But you keep on telling
She
yourself
sinks
that
the
it
blade
matters.
into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
No, I don't, because I'm just listening to you tell a story.
I'm sorry.
Keep at it,
She
girl.
doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so
thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor.
You know, narrator, I blame you
pooling
for
around
forcing me to
your
try and kill
limbs
her.
Unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
I feel like you made our
Everything
choices
goes
for us.
dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel. And this time we get a woman who genuinely wants
You're
to
on
do
a
better.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a
Can't
cabin.
wait to see what kind of
in the
new
basement
voice
of that
arises from
cabin,
this,
you're
if it is
here
indeed
to
a new
slay
voice. Okay, no. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your
My
tricks.
tricks? What on earth? If he doesn't remember what happened. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time.
Oh, voice of
did
the
he?
smitten!
If we're
Hey,
going
voice
to
of the
save
smitten!
Our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in
Okay,
the
well,
works.
thanks, Smitten.
We'll
You're
see about
really,
that.
really helping us out
Whatever
here.
you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
He's so right. You're so true. So true, Smitten. Alright, let's head out.
A warning. But she will lie. We already told you we're not
Playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can be trusted.
I
Pink Sheep says, when will the stream end? When I want it to. Probably when this next loop finishes up.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must
Pink Sheep
be
says, I hate
expressed.
love. Oh, that's
Sure,
no fun.
Your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Ah, man, I miss the Hunted. The Hunted knew what he was talking about. The Hunted was smart.
The interior of the cabin
Ooh.
is clean and elegant.
Now
Its
it's a
stone walls
castle
draped in
situation.
fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement. Oh, and there goes the mirror. Goodbye.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the
I like this a
torches
lot better.
positioned along the walls. The basement almost
Trying to help the
seems
princess leads to much
welcoming
nicer
in
scenery, if nothing
firelight.
else.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries
you say
up
so.
the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yeah, I do feel like this spins
Yes,
maybe a
for
little too
everyone's
much
sake,
into this.
You're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Who's manipulating who
Walk
here?
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Who's manipulating
There's a
who
heavy
here?
chain
That's what
around
I
her
meant to
wrist,
say.
binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
You go,
Your
Smitten.
spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
She also said we'd come back.
She called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yeah, but she wasn't quite so pretty
That's right,
last time.
villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Yeah,
Only
because
he made us try and kill
yeah,
her.
exactly.
It was
Thank you, Smitten.
self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I'm not so sure.
For you, maybe.
This is better than
We've been given
any
another
previous
opportunity
reality
to
we've found
sweep her
ourselves
off her
in.
feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I'm with Smitten. I love my voices, man. My voices are all great. Let's see here. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Okay.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did we end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Okay.
See? She didn't confess anything. Not so sure.
Let's see here. Rescue the princess.
I can't. You're what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Ooh.
You wouldn't.
Ooh.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
A true believer,
I'm
indeed.
free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
She got tickle bitties.
Only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would
Pink
be
Sheep says
buried
this has
in
gone
her
on
back
for an
and
hour
everyone
and
out there
30
would be
minutes.
Saved.
Cool. I usually stream for like 2 hours or so we can probably keep it going for a little bit longer.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Ooh, new music.
We have each other. We don't need the world.
I'm a motor, both them titties. Brrr.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made.
Oh, pink sheep.
This is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Look, if the world's gonna end, it better freaking end, okay?
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the
Pink sheep says, Mama, I want milkies.
love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, well, I
Our
wouldn't
passion
kill somebody I
runs
just
deeper
met
than
either.
anything you will ever
This
know.
makes no less sense than the other thing.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Yeah, well, I tried killing her, and it wasn't a very fun experience, so I'm trying
I'm
this
just
now.
along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable.
Insurmountable!
You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade.
That's right, there's still a chance for you to do it the right thing. Take the blade from the table and save it before it's too late. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Yay!
Ah,
Your love will
happy
set you free.
ending At last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did
Oh,
he
and here we go.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed.
I was too busy staring deeply into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Ooh. Pink Sheep says, uh-oh, there's no seats here. You're too tired. I guess you could use my face as a chair, please.
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
We have feathers. Oh, there we go. Well, let's see here. So I have the hunter, the princess, and the demon, the sword demon. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a...
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Or I could say, it's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. Nope, we're
What
going
is
to do
that
the first one.
supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Have I gotten bigger again? They're gone. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. Ooh. Creepy. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Hmm. Hmm. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. Pink Sheep says, imagine how many hand jobs you can get with all those hands.
The more we journey,
Come on, dude.
the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So I can mold the princess to be something good. Yeah? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me. Perhaps this will change when our work is...
Okay. So that tells me nothing. Fair enough. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alright, this time I'm gonna just try and talk to her as much as possible.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't
Does
it?
it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slay...
Alright, let's keep going.
You make your way up.
Pink Sheep says, Mama, I've been a bad boy. I think I need to be spanked.
Warning.
Yeah,
She
that
lied.
hand
She
jobs
cheated.
comment
I'm
earlier
gonna go
was
through with this,
quite
right?
weird.
She's a princess. Ignore it.
Voice of the hero is always here. I wonder what it'll take to get rid of him. Or to spawn in a
The
loop without
interior
him.
of the blade.
Well, let's head on down to the basement.
Her voice
Hello.
is don't let...
Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd...
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Okay.
She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay.
Hi.
Well, I'll see what I can... hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses.
you can address me.
So is Princess your name?
Like I said. I'm sorry.
Oh, she hadn't even...
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here, down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you...
What have you
I
been
don't
eating and
see the-
drinking?
okay.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates. She doesn't know. She knows what she'd do. She's just so...
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Interesting.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Okay. I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains, they're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the...
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost... If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
You're not wrong, hero.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of
Pink
the
Sheep
stairs
says,
slams
Mama,
shut.
why did you bump uglies with the
You hear
neighbors when
clink
Dad
of
was
a
working?
lock. Is someone else? You
Try the door. It's locked from the outside. Return.
You make your easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of...
She barely, as she rips
And
out
this
the
happens again.
blade from the wall,
Okay.
You won't.
Let's continue to try and save the princess until we get locked off again.
Fine. Again, you cut. The blade is sharp. Her limb. She didn't know. How is...
Thank you.
No. We were as the prince. Wait. Watch me.
And I am pretty sure we cannot... Wait, can we still do this?
Stop that. Your body.
Oh, yep, nope, resist is locked off. Guess we have to slay the princess now.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Hell yeah, strong and independent woman time.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Ooh.
You
Another
collapse to the
animal
floor,
form, I guess?
your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh god, Pink Sheep, stop making these weird jokes. I gotta read all this stuff. Pink Sheep says,
You're
Mama,
on the
why is there
path
glue coming
in
out of
the
my
woods.
pee-pee?
You're here.
Okay. Let's keep on keeping on.
A warning. She will. Don't worry. You can trust
Ooh,
us to
voice
get
of
the
the
job done.
opportunist, huh? Interesting, interesting. Very fascinating. Wonder what it looks like now, huh?
The interior of the cabin
Ooh.
is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the blade is your... What are you talking? You reach forward and rub your hand
Okay.
against the cabin wall.
Huh.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Let's enter the basement
Alright.
without taking the blade.
Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with the weak starlight from the cabin window.
I'm gonna try and
behind you
reason with her this
can barely
time. I think that
penetrate
she
the
is
blue
capable
air.
of reason.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. Her voice.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh, that's different. I'm gonna say nothing.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognize the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as
Oh,
they came
okay,
into
so
my
now
home.
she's talking about
I
how
know
she
who
remembers
you
me.
are.
She must have you confused with. She seems friendly enough. Maybe. You can't. Unless you slay her. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't
Thank you,
want to hear
opportunist.
what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Well, you need to stop lingering. Your task is fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps.
Ooh, she's got a
entering
tail.
the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Well, we do.
That's pretty sharp. How do you call it? Well, you seem to be great at it.
I like the opportunities. He's
remember us?
funny. He's friendly.
Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad.
Pink Sheep says, put this in a video. Guys, is it called a chicken burger or chicken sandwich? It's obviously a chicken sandwich, Pink Sheep. Come on.
Just focus on the task at hand. I
Everyone
don't
knows it's
care
called
if
a
you've
chicken
been here before,
sandwich.
and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this.
I'm sorry that I'm not being
Right
super
now,
engaging
so
today.
I'd
I'm.
appreciate it if you would take
This is a weird
seriously
game
and
that I'm
let's
not really.
chat around first. Maybe we can
You know,
find
I
a
have to kind of
ground
like pay
where
attention to the
everyone's
dialogue
happy.
being
Don't
used.
talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Thank you, opportunist.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Okay, not
If
very
you're sorry, then
amenable.
let me out of here. Prove it.
Look, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than the both of us at work. We should team up. Or, so we're at an impasse. Neither of us are going to get anywhere if we can't trust each other. Unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Or why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? Or I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving, bye. Or, yeah, I'm going to say, I know things got messy.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately,
Pink Sheep says you're
the only
correct.
one
It's a
I
chicken
have.
sandwich.
Seems to me like she's offering a... Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement.
I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains? Or no, can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Ooh,
She could
okay.
have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact.
Oh man, I
even
love
as the
this
two of
like
you
cat
find
lady.
yourselves face to face.
That's adorable.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to
Scrunch-
see what
doing
you'll
a little
do now that
scrunchy.
she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Very true.
We're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
What do you mean by her
know
very
how many more
definition?
warnings
What is
I
it
have
about
to
a
dole
princess
out?
who cannot
If you help
inherently
her
be
out of
trusted?
here, you're going to regret it.
You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
Fair enough.
That's right, you're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the
You know what? If she
basement.
kills me, that's on her.
Princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we
Oh,
walk
good night, Pink Sheep.
backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But
Oh no,
the
hurt
princess is
ourselves.
silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
Time for the door to
Isn't
slam
that
closed and
lovely?
lock behind
You're
us.
fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to... Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you, and together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone shake. The princess lands against the far wall.
Ooh, the
gasping
frog, it
as
was
she
in her
struggles
nature.
to recover
Oh,
from
come
the
on,
impact.
dude. Really?
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm
'Cause we're
afraid
gonna
your
die.
back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucked. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done if you considered not being like that. Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
Well, I
You
guess I
must
better
have
just
known
get used to
was
this.
coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
We could have gotten out of... I can't get up. You broke my back.
Oh, I broke your back, did I?
Ooh, okay.
You were the one
Wow.
who started this little game. You were the one who chose spite and violence and conflict. If not for your betrayal,
Next
I
stream,
could have had
probably
my
next
freedom
week,
a
Pink Sheep.
lifetime ago.
If I can think to do that.
But I'm the victor now, and that means I get to select my prize. If only I could decide which is better. Maybe I'll do a bit of
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down. It's just one problem. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh.
Very true.
You're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but the princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's not as bad as us.
It seems you're not the only one who's broken.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
Yeah, that
We're
sucks.
going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take.
Is that really what's going to happen now? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
Oh, is the narrator gone? Oh, wow.
I think he's
Okay.
gone.
That's just how it ends, huh?
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Wow. Wow. Did not expect that to be the end of it. Fair enough.
She's gone. And there's the... This iffy.
Well, let's keep at it then. You've unraveled. Huh. Good to know. How's it going?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
The long quiet, huh? Do you think there are Do you think that anything's real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Interesting outlook. Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Fair enough. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to them. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new.
He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself.
It's nice to be with someone whose thoughts I can never know as mine.
How many more vessels do you need?
Whatever
Just
you bring
one.
me next
Wow,
will
okay.
be enough. And
If this is the last time, is there anything you'd like me to bring you? Oh no. Yep, okay.
these gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see.
Well, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, I will be here.
Alright. Bring the witch to her. Ooh, the witch. Alright, interesting.
Your Honor, you're here.
Alright, so this time, I got one last thing to do.
You
And
make your way,
this
or
time I'm going to
she will
bring
not
the
ignore
knife, but
him.
I'm going to try and spare her. Because I only brought the knife
interior
once.
blade.
And I was very aggressive when I did that.
You
Oh! I can't enter the basement anyway.
to the
I've
basement
explored both
creaks
the
open,
maiden and the witch.
revealing a staircase
the damsel and the
faintly
witch.
illuminate her voice.
Who's
Fair
there?
enough.
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Hi! Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise.
Element of
Good luck,
surprise, who needs
hero.
that?
You walk down the stairs. She's so cold. Focus on the task.
It is interesting how she, like, starts off instantly different to you based on whether you have a knife or not.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk.
I guess let's try. Let's save it here. And let's try dropping it.
The blade tumbles out of your.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other.
By definition, we have a relationship. Fair enough. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chain. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp...
She speaks with all. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant. You attempt to make your way. Someone else. Your
Hey, let me out of here.
You try the door.
Try the door. Nope. Fair enough. Return to the bottom of the
You
stairs.
make your way back to the bottom of the stair. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up and...
You won't like.
Save the princess, baby.
Against your bet, you cut into her. She didn't so much as us. How is she?
Thank you.
Let's head towards the locked
We
door.
won't have any of that as the wait. Watch me.
Warn
Stop
her.
that.
I thought the
Your body lunges forward. Stop it.
Resist.
The blade.
And this
Move.
time,
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
yep, don't have
I'll
much of a
make this
choice here.
quick.
She steps forward. And
Oh, I like
pries
this
the
one the
blade
best.
from
I think I like
the
this
sheath.
princess the
Maybe
best.
I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with
With
an
an almost
her face
clinical
remains
ease.
unchanged as she
Ooh.
watches you
Oh,
collapse to the
this
ground.
one's
This is the
cold.
end.
I like it.
I'm
I
afraid
like it a lot.
is. Everything goes dark.
All right, let's keep it up.
You're on a path.
The prisoner,
You're
huh?
here.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning.
I wonder
She will
who
laugh.
we've got this time.
Yes, yes,
Ah,
don't
the
believe a word
skeptic.
She says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
I like the skeptic,
didn't.
man.
Wink. Stop with this clown.
Hell yeah, skeptic. Ah, skeptic's fun. I like skeptic a lot. I wonder if you get
The
different
interior of the
endings based
cabin
on like
is
how
less a
this
cozy woodland retreat
which of the
and
princesses
more
you
like
end
a
up
dungeon.
saving.
A few pathetic
or
wisps
killing, I
of
suppose.
starlight attempted to elude. The only furniture of note is an iron. The blade is your implement.
All right. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade. Good idea.
Much better to be armed than to go and blind hope alone. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Oh, this is
revealing
very similar
old
to the
stone
castle, but without the
A few
the
sputtering
tapestry.
torches
The
attempt to vaguely illuminate your path.
Oh god,
dancing
without
across
the
glimmering patches of
carpet.
slimy
The carpet.
moss on
That's the
stone
word I was looking
steps.
for. Can't believe I didn't know the
If the
freaking word
princess
carpet.
lives here, slaying her would probably be her voice.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first? You walk down the stairs.
Whoa.
and lock
Okay,
eyes
the
with
chains are much
princess.
stronger now,
She
huh?
looks up at you.
Well, I
The
can't
heavy
cut
collar
those all
around her neck
open,
clanking
especially
loudly
not the
as she
one around her
moves.
neck.
The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to this one. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? Oh, no, I'll just sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Fair enough.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is...
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason, unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Really? Why is that? Okay, I guess I can't ask why is that. Fair enough. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head. She certainly seems confident. Or maybe you should consider, though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. So, I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
That
Let
is
me
true.
help you.
Yeah,
Start
Skeptic
with
is
the
being very
cons.
handy.
If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire... That doesn't sound great. There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Skeptic is talking sense here. Well, that other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Okay.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in.
You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
Fair enough.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying.
Alright, well, let's inspect the
I
shackle.
wouldn't do that. And why do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. And what? Is it? I don't know. He doesn't want us to look at it. But what if he's telling that he isn't? I am.
Let it go.
Good. Forget. Nice try.
I can get you out of here. Nope. Let's say, okay, I'm trusting you.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Do you think this will work? Interesting that you're only having us remain in place. It's almost like there are very real
limits to your power. Ooh, that's a good one.
The world ends if we fail, right? Her killing us might not be our only failure state, if you catch my meaning.
What are you saying, Skeptic?
Yes, sure. I'm insinuating that we could kill ourselves. Ruin this whole thing. You wouldn't. I'm not afraid of dying.
oh, Skeptic is badass.
Point across.
Ha
Slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Yeah, does not trust me because we got off on the wrong foot, but...
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
I'm excited to see this.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
Let's watch. Let's continue watching. I want to see this.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage.
Okay.
She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
If she can actually behead herself, that's pretty awesome.
She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a
Oh,
snap.
there she goes.
Her eye. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room.
Her eye's still
until at
twitching?
last
Oh
it
my god.
stops
Oh,
in an
there we go.
unsettling half
Okay.
wink.
Fair
Her
enough.
head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder,
Woo!
and her neck opens. The
Damn,
remaining tissue
girl.
is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally.
So,
it
this
falls
princess is
to the
clearly
floor,
able to remake herself as she
completely free.
wills. I do
It
wonder
bounces a
about
few
the,
times before rolling to a
I
stop
do wonder if she's
until
able to survive beheading. That seems a little, seems like
Oh
little
no!
much.
Oh no! What did we
Seems
do?
like a little
Can
much.
we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare. I hate this. Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. We should take what? No, you shouldn't. I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
I like
You
Skeptic.
don't need proof. You don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just
What is her
leave.
crime exactly,
Even
my
after
guy?
all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading. I'm just keeping myself sharp. I am. I'm on team. Let's put this all.
Take the princess with you.
Ugh. Fine. You pick up the princess's severed head. Its neck stump still oozing.
I can't
bodily
wait for her
fluids.
to actually
Then
turn
make
out to
your way
be
back upstairs to the first
alive
floor of the
still.
cabin.
That'll be hilarious.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved. She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bounty.
Leave the cabin and claim your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is, Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Ha ha ha! Yeah!
This is the end of
Taking
the world,
heads,
isn't
free a
it?
prisoner.
I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already over.
Woo.
Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of
Yeah, I think the narrator just doesn't want to die for some reason.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Oh, and there she goes. Wow, that was... She's a fun one.
She's gone.
Don't get the chance to respond, yada yada. Approach the mirror, yada yada.
You're right.
Sorry guys, gaze into your reflection. Ooh, what happened to me now? I'm nothing at all? Huh. But that isn't right, you can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and that's when you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, the narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. Or what are you? Are you like something like me? You're not me, then. What are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away and stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me, or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? Ooh, there it is.
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Huh. You can't kill death.
And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Why would you want to rid the world of death? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
I was made to do this single task. Who made me? What am I?
You're the non-quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Okay. Ooh, so many. My god. I've met you many times. Have you been the same you every time? All along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff. My god, there's so many things I can talk to him about. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Well, it looks like you're about to die, my guy. Let's see. How about... Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Oh wow, that was a fast one. Fair enough. I guess if you're not me, then what are you?
I am an echo. Likely one of many.
An echo,
Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim.
Okay, so why was I made? Oh, what is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation.
Oh, more of this transformation stuff. More of this change stuff.
To die, for she becomes
Change versus order.
perceive her to be.
Novelty versus stagnation.
Can't perceive
I saw a little
things,
bit of
not
this
in the way
with.
that people
I've
can.
also been playing In Stars in Time, hence the comic dub that I did yesterday, and this is a very similar thing, it seems, which makes sense. You know, if you're talking about a time loop, then themes of stagnation and transformation are going to arise naturally.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death, or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
This is true, I don't want to die, but at the same time, life without change is no life at all. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Death of the author, run out of questions. Okay. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rasizi, I'm going to destroy her. Live, Rasizi, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. Say nothing and watch him end. Let's say I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Well, at least he's finally giving me some straight answers. Jesus. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Gratuitous vessel, bring the prisoner's head to her. Alright. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh, here we go. Time to see what change looks like. She seems pretty happy.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Fair enough. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
You know, I try not to be an active instigator.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I can't kill change. Come on, that's so stupid. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Whoa, okay.
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever.
Okay.
But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us.
Ooh.
Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
I don't want to keep anyone still.
Nor should you. Nor should I. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same.
Ooh, okay.
Behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place.
Oh, this is the cat lady.
And yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever.
Oh, and there's the cat lady.
Then you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, there is no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far. What more is there left for me to see? With time, we could have been better.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the... I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible.
Oh, here's a new one. Here's the next one.
Stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I was blinded by emotion. We both know that.
We were both taken by the moment. It was how things are meant to be. A boundless torrent of blades catching from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, all at once. You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. It felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning.
And it was a joy for me to finally face my own. Even when I thought I reached my limits, you showed me how much further I could climb.
Okay, last one, baby. And the first one. Starting with the last and ending with the first.
Since links and shadows. But even after the pain of defeat, you return.
The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Would you have us fight forever?
I would have you realize that what you cry as suffering is beauty. But even as you stir to wakefulness, you cling to
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I was told there was enough of you in me to preserve meaning in existence. I'm going to trust that's true. I had to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Oh, I love that.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Ooh, hello. Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume.
You have no idea how good it is to hear
Good
you.
be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
All right.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Then let's go.
Oh. Okay. Huh. Okay. There's a cabin.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you
No kidding.
need me to describe?
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Fair enough.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to kill. That's not what I'm here for.
Do you remember the first time we
And
were
if that's
here?
what it takes,
The
then
first
I
time
won't
we
do
heard
it.
her voice.
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
Let's see. So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess if you want. You know, you never told me your name.
I don't think I have one either.
Then I guess I'll call you Quiet.
Fair enough.
Not hero. Oh well, quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
Yep, just existing in my mind. Sorry for all the times I hurt you.
Don't apologize. The first time we met, I ate you. I'm really sorry about that. And I also think that it kind of outweighs anything you did to me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop.
You know, when...
Are you the same as you are out there?
I am she, as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything, and also... I had you there for a sec. I think I'm... different from... I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side. And we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely.
I never thought about it like...
I don't think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so... big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know something new.
That's terrifying, but yeah, I think I want that too.
I think
I'm gonna
want
stay
that
right
too.
here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Thanks for
Don't
everything.
mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence, filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see attention seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this. Yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Are you ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Oh, that's cute. They use red for all less gore and blood, and then at the very end, little bless you, bless you. Alright. Our song finished the game. The good ending doesn't count. Explore, join the Discord, join their mailing list or subreddit, follow us somewhere else, make your playlist, play our other game, or return to main menu. Alright. And that's it. I hope you folks enjoyed Slay the Princess. Maybe I'll come at it again some other time if there's enough content to go through it over yet again. Trying to see what other kinds of endings one could get. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you